Hi, it's Celeste Majors, your canary in the coal mine. So today I wanted to talk about healthy fats. In some of my other videos I talk about the idea that you should be eating mostly carbohydrates and fats for body energy, and I want to talk about what are some of those healthy fats. So my number one healthy fat is avocado. I make sure that in every salad I either have a little bit of avocado as part of the salad, or I make a salad dressing that uses avocado to create the creamy, fatty texture instead of something like olive oil. Another thing that you can be adding would be oily fish. That would be like salmon, sardines, mackerel, herring, trout if you can get it. Those all add omega-3s to your diet, so that's another thing. If you're a vegan, you don't eat any of those. So another thing is nuts. Nuts have both protein and fat. They make an ideal snack because a small handful of nuts, if they're not highly flavored and salted, can really satisfy you and keep you going for another few hours. Another thing that has healthy fat in it is seeds. Something like chia seeds, for example, would be another way to get healthy fats in your diet. Another thing that we all know has fat in it is olives, because you can produce olive oil. So olives and olive oil is another way to get healthy fats into your diet. And another thing is coconuts. Coconuts and coconut milk and coconut cream and coconut oil is another healthy form of fats. Now some people have a concern about the saturated fat in coconut, and I think the jury is still out on that, but I think a small amount of coconut in coconut oil or coconut milk in your food is probably not a health hazard. Now there's a few other things that I found that I don't personally eat because I'm mostly a vegan, and so one of them is cheese. Cheese is a high-fat food. But I've read a book about how cheese is also very addictive, if you haven't noticed that. It actually stimulates the same opioid receptors in your brain that make you crave like heroin. And so I think a small amount of cheese might be good, but I've known people who are really addicted to cheese. They can't have even a meal without some cheese on it. Another thing that's a fun food that's got fat in it is dark chocolate. You just have to make sure that the chocolate content in it is high and the kind of fat that they're using in it is a quality fat. Another thing that has fats in it that's good for you is eggs. And both parts, both the whites and the yolks, especially the yolks, are where the fat is, and it's all good for you. And the last thing is full-fat dairy products. Instead of those low-fat dairy products, a lot of times when they take the fat out of dairy products, they put in sugar, and you're actually better off with the fat than you are the sugar. But if you're someone like me who's found out that they really can't eat dairy products without having my body go into rebellion, then that's not something that you need to have in your diet. You can get plenty of calcium from the greens in your diet. Where do you think the cows get their calcium from? Where do horses get their calcium from? And gorillas and elephants. They're all plant eaters, and they aren't like drinking milk in order to build up the calcium for big, strong bones and body. So we know that the plants themselves have calcium in them, and that's where the cow gets the calcium to put into the milk. So that's my little health tip for today. And I hope that was useful for you, because as usual, my goal is to help you get well and stay well. And coming soon, I'm going to be having some online courses that you'll be able to access. You can find out more information about them at my website, yourcanaryinthecoalmine.com. And there'll be online classes or online one-on-one coaching if you prefer that, or both. And I want to present a full program that combines all the things I've learned over the last several decades that are keeping me well, and pass them on to other people like you. So thanks.